The Bold and the Beautiful scoop for Tuesday, December 23rd, reveals Eric Forrester will be in no mood to celebrate Christmas. Also coming up, Donna Forrester will vent to Brooke Forrester. B&B spoilers tease Donna will be upset when Eric tells her he's not in the mood to celebrate Christmas this year. So, when Brooke comes over to the estate, she'll explain what's going on. Donna will tell her sister that her husband has been feeling melancholy. Obviously, Eric didn't want to be forced into retirement, and although he's accepted it, he still feels despondent about the entire situation. More than likely, Brooke and Donna will also discuss Katie Spencer's news. As viewers know, Bill Spencer gave his new bride a fashion house for her to run, and she's resigned at Forrester Creations. Although Brooke told Katie she was happy for her, she's worried it may be too much for her sister. Over at the company he and Stephanie Forrester founded, Eric will become emotional as he sits at the CEO desk. He'll think about all his past triumphs and challenges. Eric will also recall the thrill of seeing his designs come to life on the runway. Finally, the Forrester patriarch will return home to his wife, and she'll remind him of the wonderful holiday events they've celebrated at the estate. Donna will understand why he's not exactly in the Christmas spirit. However, she'll convince her honey bear to host the family event anyway. Viewers can expect to see the Forrester Christmas celebration at Eric's mansion on Wednesday, December 24th. Hey B&B fans! Are you enjoying the latest CBS Sudser Beyond the Gates? Then make sure you join our free Facebook group. Keep reading the Soap Scoop, your source for the latest soap opera spoilers and B&B spoilers and news. And make sure to also join our B&B Facebook group. But if you miss an episode, don't fret. You can watch The Bold and the Beautiful online at cbs.com. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Thomas Forrester is back in town. As a star designer, we expect him to have some beautiful arm candy, and as such, he has a few choices. Who do you think is the right woman for Thomas? 1. Dylan. Miss Dylan is the art teacher who accidentally killed Luna Nozawa with her car. Or so she says. It's clear the show is giving her more airtime since she's been invited to a sleepover with Electra Forrester and Will Spencer. She would be perfect for Thomas, polite, professional, and perhaps a bit twisted deep in the noggin like Thomas is. Do you also get a weird vibe from Dylan? If she is harboring a Thomas-like nuttiness, they would definitely be relationship goals. 2. Daphne the Nose. Rose has a lot in common with Thomas. She supports the family and spoke up for Eric Forrester when Ridge Forrester tried to make him retire. It was odd that Daphne was so passionate about letting Eric die doing what he loves. Thomas would be impressed by her stand and regard her in a bright light if he knew how she stood behind his grandfather. 3. Random thirsty FC model. We have to throw this in. Have you seen how all the FC models go gaga when Thomas is in the building? Why not pair him up with Redwood or Sequoia or one of the other tall gals and call it a day? At least it would keep him away from Hope Logan. 4. Hope Logan. Speaking of Hope, tons of fans believe that Thomas will drive a wedge between her and Liam Spencer. It's not like he hasn't before. Soap couples are notorious for having short-lived happiness. Maybe Thomas has an agenda to win the blonde back once and for all? Thomas mentioned he will work in both Paris and LA. But would a pretty face sway his mind? Tell us who you want to see paired with the hunky designer and if he should return full-time to LA. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with The Bold and the Beautiful right now. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the next 3 weeks, December 22nd to January 9th, reveal that Katie Spencer will go after some team players, while Eric Forrester presumably gets a second chance at the design career he still wants. A new Dylan mystery will also get underway. So let's talk about all the excitement. The week of December 22 to 26 will bring Deke Sharp's difficult updates since it looks like he'll fill Deacon Sharp in on his Forrester firing. Remy Price will also make an appearance, so he may console Deke and hope this leads to their reconciliation soon. Over with Thomas Forrester and Hope Logan Spencer, they'll have a tense discussion about hope for the future and the direction it's headed in now. Hope may acknowledge that Thomas has designed for her successfully in the past, but she may push him to respect her marriage to Liam Spencer and understand that work will be the extent of their relationship. As for Brooke Logan Forrester, she'll open up to Donna Logan Forrester and perhaps voice concerns about Katie being in over her head on this new fashion house. Some holiday merriment will eventually kick off, so look for Brooke to get a sweet gift from Ridge Forrester while John, Finn Finnegan, and Steffi Forrester Finnegan smooch underneath the mistletoe. Steffi and Finn will ultimately take Kelly Spencer and Hayes Finnegan to the Forrester estate, where Eric will dress up as Santa with Mrs. Claus, aka dressed up Donna, by his side. Carter Walton will also bring Daphne Rose to the Christmas party, so they'll share a romantic kiss before all the guests gather around the piano for the usual holiday song. After a repeat episode airs on December 25th, B&B viewers will see a new show on December 26th as Brooke and Ridge visit Bill Spencer's office. That's where Katie will offer up a slideshow and reveal all the details she's already nailed down regarding her fashion house, including what she's decided to call it. Bill will rush to Katie's defense if Ridge and Brooke try to act like she's not up for this challenge. At the beach house, Dylan will get an offer she didn't see coming. Will Spencer and Electra Forrester will catch Dylan off guard by encouraging her to spend the night. During the week of December 29th, January 2nd, there should be some hints about where the show's going with this Dylan situation. Could Dylan develop a fixation like the one Luna Nozawa had? There might be a twist if Dylan gets obsessed with both Will and Electra. Whatever the case, there'll be some Dylan developments, along with some potential New Year's Eve parties, since that holiday's coming up, too. Back with Katie, she may begin assembling her fashion team. Deke has a lot of potential as a designer, so Katie might snatch him up now that Forrester has cut him loose. Hope might even be tempted to join Deke at Katie's new fashion house, especially if she continues to feel shut out of decisions on her line at Forrester. Naturally, Katie's fashion house could bring an amazing opportunity for Eric as well, one that could bring him out of his short-lived retirement. The week of January 9th will inevitably bring additional conflict for the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers. The more work Katie does in preparation for her fashion house, the more riled Ridge and Brooke may get. Ridge won't be happy about Katie hiring Forrester rejects and potentially even poaching current employees. It could lead to Ridge feuding with Eric again if his dad accepts a job offer. Ridge may think Katie's fashion house is going to fail and worry about Eric associating the Forrester name with this fiasco. Of course, Eric may stand his ground and insist he's going to help Katie make her new project a success instead. This might even lead to a wager between Ridge and Eric, so stay tuned for more news on what's in store for the father and son. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say the next 3 weeks will bring plenty of dramatic moments. Electra Forrester's new bestie Dylan will continue to hang around next week on The Bold and the Beautiful. However, viewers are convinced there's something seriously off with the new character. Dylan's backstory is a mystery. We don't even know her last name, but the writers might have did that on purpose. Is Dylan related to somebody we already know on the CBS soap? Keep reading to find out. According to B&B spoilers, Electra Forrester will invite Dylan to spend the weekend with her at Will Spencer's beach house. Maybe while they are painting each other's toenails and binge-watching Twilight this week, we will finally learn something about the weird new character. Since Sydney Bullock premiered on Bold, her character has been known as Ms. Dylan. The writers still haven't revealed her last name. Dylan has been in the background at parties and moonlit as a pre-K art teacher, but we don't even know where she is from or how old she is. In fact, all we know about Hayes' art teacher is that she ran over Luna Nozawa and accidentally killed her. There's a lot of speculation about Luna's killer, and some rumors hint that she could actually be a stalker and confess to the killing so that she could get closer to the Forrester family. Some fans think that Dylan was dangerous, but another possibility is maybe she is just looking for her long-lost family. There are a lot of Forrester men running around that could have fathered Dylan a couple of decades ago. For all we know, she could be Electra's half-sister, and that's why she's following her around like a lost puppy. It was easy to believe that Luna was Bill Spencer's daughter from a wild one-night stand 20 years ago. Ridge Forrester, Eric Forrester, Thorne Forrester, and the rest of the Forrester men might have a daughter running around that they never knew existed. Do you think the B&B writers could be rewriting history again, and Dylan is related to someone on the show? Is she actually a Forrester? Or the daughter of someone who was wronged by the Forrester family? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal 3 must-see moments for the week of December 22nd, 2025. Fans can expect Dylan to have a sleepover. Katie Logan Spencer's fashion house name causes controversy. Also, Thomas Forrester tries to get Hope Logan Spencer on board. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Let's start off with Will Spencer's invitation. From a preview clip, it can be seen that Will and Electra Forrester are hanging out at the beach house with Dylan. They appear to just come in from a swim. Will ends up telling Dylan that she should spend the night. Electra seems a bit caught off guard by Will's suggestion. However, she quickly covers and agrees, saying it'll be fun to get to know Dylan better. While the art teacher is appreciative, when her eyes dart from Electra to Will, there is something just a bit off. I don't trust this girl. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that another must-see moment is Katie announcing the name of her new fashion house. Fans watched as Brooke Logan Forrester supported her sister. However, Katie hadn't come up with a name yet. In a preview clip, it is shown that Katie and Bill Spencer make an announcement to Ridge Forrester and Brooke. The blonde asks, "What's that?" Then, Katie declares it is the name of her fashion house. The looks on everyone's faces suggest it's something weird or maybe even controversial. Whether they like the name or not, Katie could begin poaching designers from Forrester Creations. So, that could cause some ruffled feathers, especially between the Logan sisters. There is also Thomas's return. The young man has decided he wants to be lead designer for Hope for the Future again. However, Deke Sharp got the job, but on a trial basis. While everyone loves Deke's designs, not one has gone to production yet. Now, Steffi Forrester Finnegan is forcing Hope to fire Deke. Then, we can see Thomas trying to reassure Hope of his intentions. While everything Thomas is saying sounds really good, his history with Hope is rather complicated. With nothing else to focus on, I fear that Thomas's obsession could be back. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of December 22, 2025? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the next 2 weeks suggest some twists. Expect Thomas Forrester to explain his vision. There will be a kiss under the mistletoe. Plus, Katie Logan Spencer's announcement causes controversy. Keep reading, and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Before getting to the 2-weekers, let's discuss what is coming up from December 22 to 26, 2025. Thomas has returned and expects his job back as Hope Logan Spencer's lead designer. The problem is that Deke Sharp had the position, although it was on a trial basis. Steffi Forrester Finnegan doesn't deny Deke's talent. However, right now, they need Thomas and Zende Forrester Dominguez on HFTF. Thomas will try to smooth things over with Hope by explaining his vision. However, Hope looks doubtful, so she could be concerned about Thomas's fixations. Over with Katie, she has a new fashion house to get set up. Brooke Logan Forrester supported Katie, but asked for the name of the company. At the time, Katie didn't have one, but she will next week. When Katie announces the name, Brooke responds with, "What's that?" The brunette says it's the name of her fashion house. Both Brooke and Ridge Forrester have some interesting looks on their faces in the preview clip. As for Deke, he will run into Remy Price. When Remy finds out FC canned Deke, he will offer his support. After all, Remy knows how much that job meant to Deke. It was his dream. Deke could inch closer to reuniting with Remy. As for the rest of the week, Deke and Sharp will continue having therapy sessions with Taylor Hayes. The two will just continue to get closer, while Sheila Carter Sharp remains confused and in the dark. Over at the beach house, Will Spencer invites Dylan to stay the night. Electra Forrester looks a tad blindsided. However, she quickly agrees, saying she can get better acquainted with Dylan. There will also be Christmas scenes as families get together and exchange presents. There will be some kisses under the mistletoe as well. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the next 2 weeks reveal that fans might see some characters ring in the new year together. Fans might see Deke get picked up by Katie's new fashion house. However, what does this mean for Remy? Katie is going to need designers, so I imagine she could poach some of Forrester Creations' most successful talent, so stay tuned. Katie Logan has entered the building. The bold and the beautiful is entering a new era, and fashion powerhouse Forrester Creations is getting some competition. This week on the CBS soap, Bill Spencer's wife will announce the name of the new fashion company she received as a wedding gift. And jaws will drop. Katie Logan's big reveal is going to change everything on Bold and the Beautiful. Here's what's happening next week. Spoilers down below. Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan made a huge mistake when they replaced Katie at Forrester Creations. Bill Spencer was livid that they disrespected his Katie like that and decided to give his wife her own fashion company to run. Who needs Forrester Creations when you have as much money as Bill Spencer? According to B&B Spoilers, Katie Logan accepted Bill's extravagant wedding present and is eager to get to work establishing herself in the fashion world. Previews say that this week, the new company will become official, and Katie will reveal the name that she has chosen. Meanwhile, across town, Ridge Forrester and his family will be reeling by the shocking news. The Bold and the Beautiful isn't exactly notorious for their creative business names. In fact, we can't think of a single one on the show that isn't just named after the characters. Forrester Creations, Spencer Publications, Spectra, Hope for the Future, and Brooke's Bedroom are just a few examples. Katie has always taken pride in her family roots. She might try to incorporate her maiden name Logan into the name. It would be shocking if the writers spiced things up and gave the new company something less traditional to be called. What do you think Katie will call her new company? Share your ideas down below and keep checking back here on Soap Opera Spy for more weekly B&B spoilers and news. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers update for Monday, December 22nd reveals that Deacon Sharp will get some enraging news, while Hope Logan Spencer has some boundaries for Thomas Forrester. Now that Hope's reluctantly fired Deke Sharp from her line, she'll have a tense reunion with Thomas. Hope may admit she wasn't thrilled about the way Thomas swooped in and blindsided her, especially since it meant Deke got the boot. Thomas will try to smooth things over and make Hope believe his return to Hope for the Future will be a game-changer. The goal will be to make Hope's fashion line the best it's ever been, so Thomas will feel confident they can pull that off. Donna'S will discuss his history of bringing Hope's vision to life and insist those were some wonderful times together. Hope can't deny that their teamwork led to some incredible designs, but she should be clear about her boundaries now. Hope just got remarried to Liam Spencer and may warn Thomas that she won't risk her relationship again. If this arrangement with Thomas is going to work, Hope may think things have to stay strictly professional. While Hope and Thomas clear the air, it appears Deke will make his way to his dad's restaurant and perhaps order a drink to drown his sorrows. Deacon may play bartender and lend a sympathetic ear to Deke, who'll confess he's done at Forrester Creations. Once Deacon gets updates on Deke being forced out, you can bet he'll fume over how the Forresters treated his son. Deacon may vent to Taylor Hayes soon, or even give Ridge Forrester a piece of his mind. When Remy Price pays a visit to Il Giardino as well, B&B spoilers suggest he'll catch a glimpse of Deke looking glum. This could be Remy's opportunity to comfort Deke and give him some reassurance about his future as a designer. Deke hasn't shut the door on Remy permanently yet, so maybe this could be the first step on their road to reuniting. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Remy and Deke will have to deal with some awkwardness, so stay tuned to see how their next conversation will play out. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that Bill Spencer may play dirty with some Forrester sabotage. If Bill refuses to let the competition crush Katie Logan Spencer's, then he could easily make some sneaky moves as an insurance policy. In the coming episodes, Katie will have to decide whether she's going to abandon her job at Forrester Creations and embark on a new fashion adventure. Thanks to Bill's generosity, Katie will have a shiny new fashion house just waiting for her to take charge of. Of course, B&B writers wouldn't have introduced this storyline if they didn't plan on Katie accepting the offer and moving forward with fresh dreams. Katie will ultimately go for it, but there's no guarantee this fashion house will be a roaring success. That's especially true since they'll be going up against Forrester Creations, which is quite established in the fashion world and has a loyal fan base. It would break Bill's heart if he gave Katie this fashion house only for her to fail in the end. Bill may decide he's not going to let that happen, even if he has to play dirty to ensure Katie is a success story. It certainly wouldn't be the first time Bill resorted to crooked tactics to get what he wanted. Bill would do absolutely anything for Katie, including sabotaging their main competing fashion house if need be. Although Bill keeps talking about how Katie makes him want to be a better person, that can't last forever. Dollar Bill has a sneaky side that can't be contained indefinitely, so it's just a matter of time until he causes trouble again. This could become a source of marital conflict if Bill goes behind Katie's back to steal Forrester designs or ruin upcoming fashion shows somehow. If Katie gets updates on Bill's shady strategies, she might feel like he didn't have faith in her to succeed on her own. Furthermore, Katie could have a big problem with Bill sabotaging Brooke Logan Forrester and everyone else at Forrester Creations. This could lead to issues in Katie and Bill's remarriage, so stay tuned for any upsetting news that might be on the horizon. The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers say Bill and Katie's future could come with some bumps in the road. Thomas Forrester is back and wants the world to know that he means business on The Bold and the Beautiful. First and foremost, he's taking back his position at the family business, and that means he will be working side by side with his ex-girlfriend, Hope Logan. Here's what's coming up next on Bold and Beautiful, spoilers down below. Will Hope Logan have second thoughts about taking herself off the market? Hope just married Liam Spencer last week. The timing of Thomas's return to Hope for the future is certainly suspicious. Spoilers hint Thomas will be turning up the charm next week on the CBS soap. When Thomas Forrester returned to Bold and the Beautiful, he insisted on taking back his designer position at HFTF. Hope is definitely not happy about having to let her little brother, Deke Sharp, go, but when she bumps into Thomas at the office, he will turn on the charm. According to B&B spoilers for next week, Hope and Thomas will have a much-needed chat about working together again. Rather than acting like his usual creepy self, Thomas will give Hope a speech about his career and how much time and energy he has put in to designing for her line over the years. The Forrester heir seems genuinely interested in Hope for the future's success and taking the line to the next level with her. It's no secret that Thomas is super talented, and Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers say it won't be long before Thope is working their magic together again at the office. Longtime viewers know that is exactly how Thomas won Hope over the last time they were together. Liam has never been that into Hope Logan's career, and Thomas basically is her career.